Hello and welcome to Fashion Report Friday, the weekly video series trying to get you the most MGP possible from the Mandeville Gold Saucer when judging begins every Friday. This is week 193 and the theme this time is Simple Chef. The clues then include cooking up a storm for your helm, in tunic for your chest, hand in long glove for your hands, and paying the duck bills for our feet. In this video we have a 100 score, an 80 with dies, and the easiest 80 possible, which is incredibly easy this week. So without further ado, let's get to that 100. Okay then, for our 100 score, first of all, we went for the Culinarian's hat. This is actually a crafted item with Weaver. The recipe's on screen now. This unfortunately locks the 100 to a Culinarian. That's very unfortunate. I did try a few other alternatives. I tried the Linen Deerstalker hat, which was actually recommended by a few other people I was talking to. Unfortunately, that will not give you enough points for gold rating. So it does seem that for this slot we're locked to Culinarian. Now, other things other than the Culinarian's hat specifically that should work do include things like the Galley Keeps hat and possibly even the Vintage Chef's hat, although I've not tested those. The only one I've tested is the Culinarian's hat, which gets me my score. So obviously bear that in mind before you decide to try those as well. But let me know in the description, in the comment section below rather, if anything else has worked for you for the hat. For the chest piece then, I went for the Hempen Shepherd's Tunic. This is actually easily obtainable from the levels 1 to 9 Disciple of Hand and Land tab on any starting city-state armor vendor, including Iron Thunder, who we visited today. It'll cost you 162 gil or something like that. It's equipable by all classes in the game, both genders of level 6 and above. This is definitely your best in-slot chest piece because of that. Yeah, it's as simple as that. For the gloves then, I went for the Favnerian armlets. This is actually a repeat of last week's clue, hand in long gloves. So even those those long star velvet gloves, those will also work as well for gold this week, and all of the other items that worked for last week will work again. But I went for the Favnerian armlets again, majoritively because they are a crafting recipe. They're not too difficult, and yeah, I still had these lying around from the previous week, so that shouldn't be too hard for you to get. But of course, the alternatives are on screen there for you, but ultimately you're going to be limited by what you get. At least with the Favnerian armlets, at least, you know, they're equipable by all classes in the game, level 1 and above. But of course, going for these, you will be locked to a female-only option, so your other alternatives probably will interest you more since you can equip those on a male character. For the feet then, I went for the leather duckbills. Again, this is another vendor-purchased item from Iron Thunder or Gwalter or whoever you want, one of those low-level starting city-state armor vendors. You can equip these on all classes level 1 and above, both genders, doesn't matter. They're 48 gil, so I don't really think that's a big problem. You'll find these under the Disciple of Magic tab of those low-level city-state armor vendors, levels 1 to 9 at the bottom. So very easily obtainable. And that's the 100 score, which isn't too bad, but the helm does pivot this towards Culinarian as a requirement. I have tried lots of other helms that aren't Culinarian, but to no avail. So that's really what's locking us at the moment. And obviously the gloves will be down to whether or not you have a female or male character, and what you have access to or what you want to spend in terms of gil. But let's not worry about that too much, because if we're only after MGP, we do not have to get 100 score for that. We only have to get 80 points. So let's go and have a look at the 80 points with dies. So for the die options then, to get a very easy 80 with dies, our weapon needs to be plum purple. Our helm needs to be metallic silver, our body Cockern brown, our hands gunmetal black, our legs Cockern brown, and finally our feet Cockern brown as well. The only expensive dye there really is the metallic silver, depending on the time of purchase, and the gunmetal black, obviously originally obtainable from Skybuilder scripts. The rest of that should be very easily obtainable. So if you want to mix and match with some of those dyes and some of the stuff from the 100, that's going to get you an 80 at least. But for my easiest 80, let's move on to that now. So when it comes to making an easy 80, I think most people have kind of got the idea here of what you would go for. So here's the basics then. So any gear in the game, doesn't matter whatever it is, to fill every single slot. This is important. Make sure you have all of your right side and all of your left side filled with something. But go for that hempen shepherd's tunic. Obviously obtainable for 162 gil, equipable by all classes, both genders in the game, level 6 and above from a low-level city-state armor vendor. And then go with those leather duck bills, again from that same low-level city-state armor vendor for 48 gil, equipable by all classes and jobs and genders in the game, level 1 and above. Those two items together will basically give you around an 84. The reason we're getting an 84 is because for some reason we're getting extra points for the helm and the hands. Regardless of those extra points, this is all you need. These 2 gold listed items equipped and you'll get an 80 guaranteed. It is as simple as that. It's very hard to not do this one this week. If you want to get your MGP, if you really want to get MGP for nothing, I can't imagine there would be a better week for you. Sometimes it can be quite tricky to get the easy 80 to work, but this is very, very simple. If you're having any trouble, like I say, I see comments all the time of people complaining it doesn't work. Please, 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 please equip something in every single one of your character slots, okay? That includes your ears, your necklace, your wrists, your rings, your weapon, your helm, everything, okay? And then equip the 2 items, the hempen shepherd's tunic, and then equip the leather duck bills. This is how we got this score. It's easily replicatable. If you have any trouble, please follow the steps I've listed. Don't leave a comment complaining it doesn't work, because it definitely does, okay? Much love to everybody. Thank you so much to Kayako Star, the rest of the Reddit team for theorizing this each and every week, the Japanese community for being some of the first people in the world to post it on Twitter, and for you guys for watching. Hopefully this was helpful. Enjoy your MGP. Stockpile it as much as possible, because when Endwalker comes out, no doubt we'll have lots of new MGP purchasable items and hopefully some new mounts, because I do like my mount collections. Much love. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you all next time. Just as a little bonus on the end here, bear in mind that video uploads are pretty much on the lowest they've ever been on my channel. That's because I'm working very hard behind the scenes during this time, editing footage for October the 13th. When the embargo lifts, I can show you some stuff from Endwalker. So until then, it's going to be pretty sporadic. Thank you so much for your patience, and it will be worth it. Thank you very much.